What's up everyone, welcome back to Auto Vista, the place where passion meets performance, and where the world's most exciting machines are more than just metal and rubber, they're expressions of power, precision, and pure style. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most aggressive and audacious creations of the year, the 2025 Mansory Audi RS Q8. Buckle up, because this isn't just another SUV. This is what happens when German engineering collides with unapologetic aftermarket insanity. The Audi RS Q8 by itself is already a beast. A 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, 591 horsepower, 0 to 60 in just 3.7 seconds, Audi didn't hold back. But Mansory doesn't do stock. They take performance, presence, and personality, and they turn the dial all the way past 11. The result? A transformation that's as visually explosive as it is mechanically thrilling. Let's start with the design, because let's be honest, you don't glance at a Mansory build. You stare. The bodywork of this RS Q8 has been completely overhauled. Gone is the understated elegance of the stock version. In its place is a wide-body monstrosity that looks like it's ready to devour the tarmac. Every panel, every vent, every crease in the carbon fiber has been shaped to shout dominance. The front fascia is perhaps the most immediately noticeable change. A completely resculpted bumper with enlarged air intakes, sharp-edged canards, and an ultra-aggressive splitter gives the RS Q8 a scowl that could make supercars flinch. The hood, full carbon, vented, and shaped like a clenched fist. Mansory doesn't just want attention, they demand it. And with this much carbon fiber, they also shave off a bit of weight in the process, giving this SUV not just menace but muscle. Moving along the sides, you'll see the widened fenders, a Mansory trademark. They don't just serve aesthetics, they allow the car to accommodate massive 24-inch forged wheels wrapped in low-profile performance tires. The stance is low, wide, and intimidating. A side skirt extension connects the visual aggression from front to rear, with subtle aero enhancements that aren't just for show. They serve a purpose, keeping this hulking SUV planted even at insane speeds. At the rear, Mansory finishes things off with a diffuser that looks like it belongs on a Le Mans prototype, flanked by 4 blacked-out exhaust tips. Above that sits a revised bumper and a roof spoiler that screams high-speed stability. Even the tailgate gets some carbon love, with detailing that subtly echoes the brutalist elegance of the front end. The overall look, think stealth fighter meets luxury SUV. But looks are only half the story. Let's talk power. Mansory never stops at cosmetics, and the 2025 RS Q8 is no exception. Under the hood, the 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 has been given a serious overhaul. With EQ tuning, upgraded turbos, and a bespoke exhaust system, this monster now churns out an eye-watering 769 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. That drops the 0 to 60 time into the low 3s, we're talking 3.3 seconds or even quicker under ideal conditions. Top speed. Electronically limited no more. This Mansory RS Q8 will scream past 190 miles per hour with ease. For an SUV that weighs over 5,000 pounds, that's supercar territory. The acceleration isn't just fast, it's violent. Push the throttle and the car leaps forward with a roar that sounds more like thunder tearing through a canyon than anything you'd expect from a luxury SUV. Of course, raw speed means nothing without control. Thankfully, Mansory didn't just leave the RS Q8's aerodynamics untouched. The air suspension has been recalibrated for more aggressive cornering. The chassis gets stiffened, and the braking system, massive carbon ceramic rotors clamped by upgraded calipers that will stop this missile dead in its tracks. Step inside, and the insanity continues. The cabin of the RS Q8 has always been a showcase of Audi's technological prowess, but Mansory makes it something else entirely. Almost every surface has been retrimmed. Think Alcantara, carbon fiber, and fine leather stitched together in bold patterns with contrasting accents. It's both sporty and opulent, a blend of race car and first-class lounge. Custom logos, unique upholstery choices, ambient lighting upgrades, and even a redesigned steering wheel give the interior a bespoke feel. Mansory knows their clientele, and they're not interested in subtlety. Every inch of this cabin screams exclusivity and intent. Even the digital displays and drive mode selectors have been reskinned to match the overall theme, an attention to detail that goes beyond what most tuners even attempt. Now let's talk about why this car matters, not just to Mansory or to Audi fans, but to the performance SUV scene as a whole. The RS Q8 has long been a contender in the world of ultra-luxury, high-performance SUVs, going up against the likes of the Lamborghini Urus, Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT, and BMW X6M competition. With this Mansory version, Audi's most powerful SUV is no longer playing catch-up. It's rewriting the rules. What Mansory has done is take an already extreme machine and elevate it to a whole new level, one where performance, presence, and exclusivity intersect. Yes, the price will be astronomical. Yes, this is a vehicle for a very specific kind of owner. But that's the point. This isn't meant to appeal to everyone. This is for the bold. For those who see an RS Q8 and think, nice, but I want more. Louder, faster, meaner. And let's be real, in a world where so many cars are beginning to look the same, where design is often dictated by focus groups and aerodynamics or tamed for efficiency, Mansory stands apart as a brand that refuses to be boring. Whether you love them or hate them, you can't ignore them. And this RS Q8. This is one of their most complete, cohesive builds yet. So, where does the 2025 Mansory Audi RS Q8 sit in the automotive world? It's more than just a tuned SUV. It's a statement, a middle finger to conformity. A reminder that performance doesn't have to come in a sleek, low-slung silhouette. It can tower. It can roar. It can wear 24-inch wheels and carbon fiber-like armor and still outrun most things on the road. And that's it for today's look at this absolute monster of a machine. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2025 Mansory Audi RS Q8, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Auto Vista for more high-octane content, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews and features. We've got more insane builds, test drives, and behind-the-scenes stories coming your way, and you won't want to miss a single second. Until next time, stay fast, stay curious, and keep chasing the thrill. This is Auto Vista, signing off.